this has been an issue for like over 10 years. Whether to ban menthol cigarettes. Biden doesn't want to pass this regulation because he's worried that he'll lose black voters if he bans these menthol cigarettes that are used by millions of blacks. There are concerns that you might not want to do something like criminalize a product that's used by like tens of black people. Right. Especially before an election where Biden needs black voters. So we're being sued, saying like you should pass this regulation now. There's no excuse for holding it up because people are dying every day from menthol cigarettes. You should pass this now. So we're defending that. This will definitely affect the election. Unfortunately, we're not supposed to consider that.
When the FDA chooses to regulate a product, they do so to protect the health of Americans, or at least that's what they say. But what happens when Americans like that product and it's an election year? Meet Isaac Belfer, a trial attorney for the Department of Justice at the Consumer Protection Branch. Belfer is an attorney defending the government on a controversial case involving years-long efforts by public health groups to ban the use of menthol in cigarettes.
Do you think it should be banned?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
These products are horrible. I mean, I think all cigarettes should be banned. But like, FDA doesn't have authority to do that.
Right.
That would need to be Congress. I think like 75% of black smokers smoke menthol. Probably because like cigarette companies have targeted the black community. Many thousands of black people die every year because of menthol cigarettes.
Federal ban on menthol cigarettes has been delayed again. The White House said Wednesday it will now issue a final rule on the ban next March. It was originally supposed to come this past August.
Despite the American Lung Association's urging of President Biden to end the sale of menthols as soon as possible to save lives, the decision continues to be kicked down the road. The delay, Belfer tells Project Veritas, is because menthol smokers are overwhelmingly black, and Biden needs their votes.
The menthol does make smoking, it makes it more addictive, harder to quit, leads to lots of deaths. So there is a proposed rule to ban menthol cigarettes. Mm-hmm. And many people want that rule to pass,
right,
from the public health community, but many people do not. Or at least studies funded by the tobacco industry suggest that many people do not. Whether those studies are reliable, I don't know. But the tobacco industry obviously would not want this because they make, billions of dollars from menthol cigarettes. So they don't want to ban the pass. So they fund these studies, and the studies indicate that there's a concern that if you ban these products, that will not be popular among the black community. So people don't want to criminalize something that thousands of black people use. They don't want to introduce police in the black neighborhood for this additional reason. There are criminal justice issues.
So it's the EQ movement basically do that before the election?
Yeah. Well, not so far, but that's the narrative. That Biden doesn't want to pass this regulation because he's worried that he'll lose black voters if he bans these menthol cigarettes that are used by millions of black people. That's the narrative.
That's true.
Even if it's not technically a crime to possess menthol cigarettes, just making them illegal could give cops an excuse to go into black communities and say where'd you get this product? You shouldn't have this. By the way, let me search you and here's some drugs. Now I'm going to prosecute you. There is a very strong public health reason to prohibit these, but there are some concerns that you might not want to do something criminalize a product that's used by tons of black people.
Right.
Especially before an election where Biden needs black voters.
Exactly. So the FDA pulled off the election?
Well, so that's the thing. There's kind of a complicated administrative process. FDA has basically passed it along to another agency. So FDA, as far as FDA is concerned, they want this regulation to pass.
Right.
But there are it's kind of now being reviewed by kind of a central office within the office of the executive office of the president. So the broader White House, their reviews all regulations. This one is a big one, so it's basically been pending within OMB since October.
And they're going to put it off in November.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. But there's certainly a narrative out there that they're holding this up for political reasons.
What's your recommendation?
Well, so we're being sued, saying like you should pass this regulation now. There's no excuse for holding it up because people are dying every day from menthol cigarettes. You should pass this now. So we're defending that. The thing is, like, I don't know to what extent, like, the opposition to this regulation is sometimes manufactured by the tobacco industry. Because they are not, disinterested parties here.
Well, but it's a campaign. If they ban it before November, the opposite side can use that.
Yeah. I mean, this will definitely affect the election. Yeah. Of course, like, we're not supposed to consider that. Like, that's not an acceptable consideration in trying to get it, like, pass the regulation.
But so they told you to hold off on arguing to me? At least blame?
I'm not going to get into that.
Oh.
But yeah, look, we're litigating this.